I bought my lakeside property almost 10 years ago. It wasn't anything fancy back then, just a quiet cabin, a private dock, and a small wooden bridge. I built myself so I could easily cross to a little island patch on my land. That bridge meant a lot to me. It was the first thing I built with my own hands after buying the place. Over the years, the area grew. Rich investors moved in, and eventually a brand new HOA popped up on the opposite side of the lake. They built luxury homes, a clubhouse, and most importantly, a $4 million lakeside resort that they advertised as the gem of the community. I didn't join their HOA, mainly because I didn't live in their subdivision and legally didn't have to. But they never liked that. They hated that someone with non-HOA property lived right next to them. The problem started small. Nasty letters taped to my door, reminders that I was expected to follow community rules. Even though none of their rules applied to me, I ignored them. I stayed in my own peaceful world. But the peace didn't last long. One morning, I walked outside to find a group of HOA board members standing near my wooden bridge, measuring tape in hand. When I asked what they were doing, the president, a woman named Evelyn, said, "Your bridge is an eyesore. We've decided it violates the community's aesthetic standards. It needs to be removed." I laughed, thinking she was joking, but she wasn't. I explained calmly that my property wasn't part of their HOA. My bridge wasn't under their control, but she didn't care. She snapped, "Your bridge ruins the view for our resort guests. Either remove it or we will." 2 weeks later, they did. I woke up to chainsaws buzzing. The HOA had hired a crew to tear down my entire bridge. They didn't just dismantle it, they destroyed it, piece by piece, and dumped the debris into the lake. It broke my heart. And the worst part? They acted like I was the one causing trouble. Evelyn smirked at me and said, "You should be grateful. Now your property looks more appropriate." That was the moment I decided I wouldn't stay quiet. Not this time. I contacted lawyers. And guess what? They confirmed exactly what I already knew. The HOA had zero authority over my land. In fact, they had trespassed, damaged private property, and polluted the lake. The lawsuit was filed the next day. The HOA panicked. They tried to settle quietly, offering a few $1,000s for the misunderstanding, but I refused. They destroyed something irreplaceable to me, and they needed to learn what happens when arrogance replaces common sense. During the investigation, something interesting came up, something the HOA never expected me to discover. Years ago, before I ever bought my property, the previous owner had signed an agreement with the county giving him full control over the small dam behind my property,